with the shoes, chase W's, yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Set, ready? 15, line. 15 line. Speed grip.
Off of play action. Savage. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here is Savage. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Savage. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The third down run gets him nothing.
When a linebacker is able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over.
Line, 675.
Touchdown, defense.
Check 26, check 26.
He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike's 50. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Watch the run.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, he didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Keep playing hard all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Ready to break.
2, Mike, 2. Off the flag, off the flag, off the flag.
Operating from the gun, Savage, and that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Shedding the tackle, that gives him some room. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Saquon Barkley, 41 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score's a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Savage on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Savage. This is caught. It's Cooks. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
But we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Savage. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D.
12, 12, 15, 9, 15.
Out of the gun, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Luck now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. To throw on 2nd and 10. Luck. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Savage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Luck. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 35-yard.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift.
They'll fake it. Now Love. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now on 2nd and 16. Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Mike 50. Hey, wahoo!
50. They can't hang with us.
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1s here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Go, Mike 50. Double dog. That's the way. 50's the left.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Burton. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Luck. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, here's Savage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Rams 21, Bears 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 10, Luck eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are back within a single score. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Savage from the shotgun snap. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. Evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Savage, and he slides to avoid the hit. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now it's Savage, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Savage now to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Stepping up, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Mike 7, Mike.
Now Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Love. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
To throw again on 2nd down. Savage flushed out right. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Savage. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Savage. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want you. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Luck. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. He completes this one to Mack. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Throwing again on second down. Luck. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, Alpha.
Not today, you are. Not today.
From the red zone now, Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.